Hello, hello, hello. This is Attorney Mike Gravel coming to you from, oh no, an undisclosed location. I lost my camera. Here's what we're going to do. Why fix that? We'll go with this and start it.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is 23WM018110T, Wayne County Airport versus Al-Ghubari. Your appearances, please.
James Matter for the airport, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, everybody. Haitham Al-Qudsi, CP number 68565 on behalf of Honor Ali.
Sir, turn your video on and state your name for me, please.
Ali, put the video on.
Oh, video on?
Yeah.
1 second. Just let me do that.
While your client's working that out, today is the day and time for the show cause arraignment and pretrial. How are we proceeding this morning?
It's good.
Your Honor,
I'm
he's
sorry, sir. Do you not have a shirt on?
1 second. Just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Mr. Amadeo, I am not here for your amusement, sir.
I'm sorry, Judge. I apologize, Your Honor.
No, don't apologize. Merry Christmas and happy Festivus to the rest of us.
Oh my goodness.
People think I make this stuff up. I'm not that creative.
This fantastic clip is Natalie's fault. I couldn't tell it because I had my camera fall off my computer here. Also, we have Kristen comes in with a humdinger here, and Chiduskadu or whatever her name is, another one, and we've got more. But let's carry on with the airing of the grievances, shall we?
That's better. Your name for the record, sir?
Hussein Al-Jabbar.
Thank you. How are we proceeding this morning?
Your Honor, we've tendered an offer to Mr. Al-Ghubari that he pleads responsible to a double parking citation with a $400 fine. It's my understanding he wishes to avail himself of that plea.
Counselor, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Al-Ghubari, you've had the opportunity to speak to your attorney regarding this case. You understand the charges you face and the possible penalties.
Okay.
And
Yes.
sir, is your understanding?
Yes, I accept it.
It's okay. Sir, is your understanding this morning that you're tendering a plea of responsible to the added count of double parking and the misdemeanor registration or plate violation is being dismissed?
Okay.
You have to say yes, not okay.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Sir, the court will accept your plea of responsible to the added count of double parking, assess a fine of $400, and dismiss the original misdemeanor in this case. There's already a bond in place of $150, sir. Do you need more than 5 days to pay the balance, the $250?
Yes, please, because I need a couple of days.
Then, sir, what I need you to do is go online to the court's website. There's a contact us button. You can submit a request for a payment plan that way. You may come in person to the courthouse, speak to someone in the collections department, or you may call and speak to someone in the collections department. They'll set your payment plan for you. Anything else on behalf of your client, sir?
No, Your Honor. Merry Christmas to you and everybody.
Same to you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Holy wow. That's messed up.
Oh yeah.
Good afternoon. May I have your name, please?
Roy Monroe.
Monroe.
Kristen did this. I love this clip so much. I can't even take it.
Good afternoon. We are on the record in case number 23-0996FY. You're appearing for arraignment purposes this afternoon. You're appearing with Miss Dilly, the defense attorney available through the indigent defense counsel here to assist you. Ms. Dilly, did you have opportunity to review the allegations on the complaint, nature of the offense, and the possible maximum penalties with Mr. Monroe?
I did, and we will waive a formal reading of the felony complaint and her pleas of not guilty, and Mr. Monroe will be retaining counsel.
Mr. Monroe, I'm going to remind you, sir, that you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say, orally or in writing, can be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questioning. If you could not afford an attorney, the court would appoint one at public expense. You have the right to have the attorney present during all subsequent court proceedings. You have the right to a preliminary examination. In this case, the preliminary.
Nothing happens in this hearing. Just watching this guy try to maintain his dignity under the circumstances is too good.
Examination would be scheduled for January 9th. That would be at 11 a.m. with Judge Stepka. Also, on January 3rd at 2 p.m., you would have a probable cause conference. Ms. DeLee, is there information that you would like me to know regarding bond?
Well, there is. So Mr. Monroe has been employed by Coca-Cola distributing for 7 months. He is full-time. He does have benefits. He is the sole provider for his family. He's a native of this area. He and his wife have, or fiance, have 2 children. It's been a long-standing relationship in excess of a decade. It's got a pretty minimal prior record, as the court can see, and tells me in none of those misdemeanors did he fail to appear in court at any time. We'd like to assure the court he would comply with each and every bond condition, and we are asking for a PR bond.
So, Mr. Monroe, there isn't anything in the information that the court has that alcohol or drugs were an issue in this case.
The words that she said, or
Sure. I need for you to tell me what went on.
that I'm not on that whole shit. I'm not with that whole shit.
Your criminal history, that you have had a prior issue with regard to a long time ago, 2008 juvenile adjudication. So sometimes this is one of the situations where you go, huh, So out of character maybe. In any event, I will place you on a $25,000 personal recognizance bond. I'm going to place additional conditions on the bond. So the additional conditions would be, you may not use nor possess any alcohol, any illegal substance, any controlled substance, including marijuana, any mind or mood altering substances, or any non-prescribed medication. You'll provide a list of your current prescriptions to the district court clerk. You will submit to discretionary PBTs whenever requested by a police officer or any court personnel, so you may not refuse. You will have an immediate urine screen, and once per month urine screens hereafter. You may not enter a bar, casino, or any place that serves alcohol by the glass. You'll have no threatening, intimidating, harassing, or violent behavior towards any person. You may not use nor possess any weapons of any sort. You'll be respectful of all court employees and care providers during the course of your case. You may not operate a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, registration, and insurance, nor with the presence of any alcohol, any illegal substance, or any controlled substance, even that which might be prescribed to you. Do not leave jail without a copy of the referral form regarding the testing. That testing requirement begins immediately. So please make sure that you have that form in hand when you are processed out of the jail. Make sure that you contact your attorney as quickly as possible. January 9th is going to be here sooner than you can imagine, and your attorney needs to be prepared to complete your, represent you at that preliminary examination. So Mr. Monroe, I need to verify contact information with you, please. Sir, what's your phone number?
Can you please state your name for the record, ma'am?
Do you not?
Okay, thank you. Next, we have Jacob Lambert. Mr. Lambert, you've been charged with a third-degree felony unlawful possession of a firearm by felon. The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 10 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. That bond was set at $10,000 plus no possession of a firearm. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
No, ma'am.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Ma'am, there's not a way I can get a PR bond.
Right. So pretrial services did not grant that because they're saying you were recently released, I guess. Are you already out on one of their bonds?
You got to hear this.
I just I got out for 12 hours yesterday. That's all I was out.
Oh my goodness.
I went to transport my bag, getting out of jail to my girl's house to go take a shower, and my Lyft driver got pulled over.
And your Lyft driver got pulled over? What? Are you serious?
It started acting. And then I didn't know my girl had put my pistol in there at all. So I was just taking it home. But any way you could grant me a PR bond, please.
Who's your attorney, sir?
It's Charles Popper.
Okay. Okay. All right. We will have them look at that. You probably will be released on personal bond here shortly, but I need to have them go back and look at it. Okay.
Thank you.
Really? I think the charge was felon in possession of a gun. That's a serious charge. He just says my girlfriend threw up my duffel bag and the judge is confident he's going to be released. I might be missing something, but that strikes me as odd. Nonetheless, it's funny he gets popped within 12 hours of being let loose.
You're very welcome. Sorry to hear that. You have any other questions for me, sir?
No, ma'am.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so ordered. Take care of yourself, sir.
If you haven't hit like and subscribe, I just want you to know that you're hurting Jack's feelings.
Okay, and then next for the civil petitions, Pamela Burschauer.
I'm here.
All right, and Ms. Burschauer, I've got your case here. It's number 23417. That's for a order against Caitlin O'Hara.
This is going to go exactly how you'd expect.
Yes, sir.
And I've reviewed your petition here and some of the things that are attached to it. And what I'm going to do here is have this case set for a hearing to determine whether or not to issue an anti-harassment order.
Really?
And that hearing's going to be on January 2nd at 9 o'clock in the morning.
So I have to live with this until January 2nd?
Well, I got to, be honest with you here. I have a fair amount of difficulty following what you're alleging here as harassment or...
She's stalking my house. She's coming on my property when I told her I'm in May, never step foot on my property or in my house again. She's stalking my property. She's beating on the side of my house. I have extreme PTSD from a home invasion. She had me throwing up the other day from fear. She's vandalizing houses. She's literally 10 feet away, hiding in the bushes, stalking my house. I shouldn't have to live like this in my own house.
Would you do me
to panic?
All right, Ms. Burschauer, would you do me a favor and help me follow the material that you submitted a little bit better that clearly says the things that you just said out loud?
Okay. The last one was on the one where I finally called the police on her was on December 13th. And that's the day where my son and his current girlfriend at the time, Ayana, had ran down to the grocery store around 10:30 or so at nighttime. And I'm sitting in the house and I hear a thud on the side of my house, which is right around where my son's bedroom is. And immediately I go into a panic mode, and shortly thereafter, my son and his girlfriend come back and they find her parked right down at the end of our road. And mind you, she lives in Tacoma and she's nowhere around in McDonald's. She's not in her car. So they find her on they go one straight over and they find her on the walk behind my blackberry bushes, crouched down for a good 5 minutes before they even said anything to her. And she's holding something up like a phone or something. And then when they finally confront her, she gets up and she walks away quickly. And this is not the first time she's done that.
Now tell me, slow down and take a breath. Okay. I'm going to need to ask a few questions.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay. Now, and again, in your material, point out to me the thing that happened just prior to that time.
The one right before that was on December 2nd when we were having a Friendsgiving Day. And also there's also a statement from another individual that was here, Anna. She also
okay, and where in your materials do I find that?
For the other person also?
From anywhere.
Well, mine's on page 10 of 12. Wait a minute. On 12-2? I'm sorry. That one is actually, it's after that. So it's a typed page, and it says 12-2-23 at the very top of that. It's like a Word document that I printed off.
Word document.
It's a full page Word document painted done on and it says 12-2-23 at the very top of it. It starts out with had a Friendsgiving dinner.
Okay.
Okay. Did you find that one?
Yeah, I've got it.
On that day, we had a Friendsgiving at my house, and about
oh, you know that was a good time. You know that was super fun.
Shortly thereafter, towards the early evening, she had messaged my son that she had left something in his car. So he agreed to go take it out to her. Well, he took it out to her, came back in the house, and within 10 minutes, his current girlfriend was still here in the house, had just gotten back here. Her car was vandalized, and Caitlin even had the audacity to put on the hood K.O. Her name is Caitlin O'Hara. She etched K.O. in the hood. On the entire side of the car, it was so deeply scratched, and it says F-U-C-K, and it says get herpes, and all kinds of other things, and all the way down the other side. And the pictures are kind of dark, but I did include those pictures of the damage that she did to the car, and she even autographed her own artistry work.
Okay, so that's December 2nd, and then the first one, or the...
Yes, and the one on the 14th was the one on November 14th. That's the one that made me physically ill. Well, she came onto my property, and she beat on the side of my house, and then she came over by the living room window, and she beat on the side of the house over there. That's the one I just gotten out of court for a 5-year trial doing a victim's impact statement for him to go to prison. Got home within a half an hour, 45 minutes. I'd eaten, and this all happened. I had a full-blown panic attack, and I was throwing up. I can't have her doing this to my house or to me or company at my house. And it's not, she's showing a pattern. All this is recent. And she has, from what I've been told, she currently is facing criminal charges right now as well. And I told the young lady at the court this morning about those criminal charges. So she doesn't care about anything legal.
All right, and I will issue the order.
Thank you.
And you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna have a hearing on this January 2nd at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And you can see it that you know, what you've given to the court is difficult to follow.
I tried.
And if you present any more documents or any written material or anything like that before the hearing, it might be a good idea to summarize it in chronological order so that when the judge is preparing for the hearing, the judge has an idea of what you're trying to communicate, because trying to piece it together from different scraps of paper that are put in here, some of them are chopped in half. It's really hard to know what's going on. And it's, if you want it to be, you know, you want it to be succinct and clear to the point so that when the judge gets, you know, reads it, the judge knows what you're asking for and what the basis of it is.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I've marked here to have law enforcement do the service since there's an allegation of stalking.
Thank you so much.
Okay. We'll see you here on January 2nd.
Thank you.
It was probably the right ruling. She sort of makes a case that the person's not there. If she had photos to back that what she set up at all, that's sufficient. It was the delivery was too fun.
Girl.
But I proved it. Barnett, girl, no, don't do that. Just, I'm gonna mute you now, Miss Jones. All right, now, no more girl, Miss Barnett. Now you tell me.
Okay, here we go. We've got a woman who Dave Neal calls Jane Doe because her name cannot be uttered. This was forwarded to me. I give you a small clip of it. I just thought it fit in well with the airing of the grievances. Brace yourselves for a small snippet.
My name is Laura Owens, and I know that before I even...
Oh, wait. I thought we weren't supposed to say it. She gets very upset if anyone uses her name. However, she posts announcing herself on the regular and took her story to the press herself by her own admission in open court.
Started this video, people on Reddit, just by virtue of the fact that I'm speaking up for myself, have started threads about me where they're critiquing my looks, where I'm becoming a meme. And content creators like Dave and Steve are happy because they have something to talk about on their podcasts and YouTube channels tomorrow. So they have all of that. And what I have is what I feel like no privacy anymore. No reputation, no name.
I don't know. It seems as though she stated a name at the beginning of that. For someone with no name, she sure does a lot of posting on social media. Did a TED Talk, calls the media, announces her name every time she does any of these things. Oh, well, there we go. Just a little airing of the grievances. I thought it was too good. I thought it was so good I had to come out of my hiatus quickly to do that. It really was. Ultimately, both of those, the first clip of the guy with no shirt, and then the guy with the Santa shirt. That was Natalie and Kristen. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take the Santa shirt. I couldn't. I had to stream. When I saw that. All right. Thank you all for coming out. Hope you're all having a good time. I'll see you soon. Thank you.